start again? All right. Okay, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Georgia. Thank you so much for joining me on this gorgeous day. So we are live streaming some lockdown yoga live here in Ku-ring-gai Chase National Park. So we're actually just at the back of Cliff Oval Reserve, which is, as you can see, the start of many amazing bushwalks throughout Wahroonga. And just check out the serenity. So we've got lots of sunshine blessing us with some sweeping panoramic views today. And yeah, without further ado, we'll get started with the yoga part. So if you have any props at home, maybe a block, a cushion, anything just soft to support your practice today, many of you will be pleased to know we're starting lying down. So let's bring the soles of the feet together. Knees will come out nice and wide. Then if you have a block or cushion or something soft, just to pop under the shoulder blades, you'll start to lean the spine all the way down to the ground. And palms can either be facing up with the arms long by your side, or maybe taking a cactus-like shape here. So a soft bend in the elbows, beginning to arrive into your breath. And for the first few breaths, as always, inhaling through the nose. And then you might like to exhale, sigh the breath out the mouth, letting go, releasing any tension within your body. Taking some time to check in with how you're feeling today, physically, mentally, and emotionally. And as with any practice of yoga or meditation, simply just refining the art of your awareness. So instead of holding on or conversely suppressing whatever you might be feeling, simply just noticing whatever arises, but then with just as much ease, let it all go through the power of the breath. Take a deep breath in, clearing deep breath out. And keeping your body exactly as it is, come into what we call pranayama, or a breathing technique in yoga. So we'll be inhaling through the nose for a count of 4, and then your exhale will be through pursed lips. So try to imagine you're blowing out candles on a cake, and that will be for a count of 8. So just let go, release any breath you might have held, and then we'll inhale together for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale through pursed lips for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 4. Exhale for 8. Inhale for 4. Exhale for 8. Inhale for 4. Exhale for 8. Final one. Inhale for 4. Exhale for 8. 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done, everybody. Just starting to return to your body's natural rhythm of breath. But breathing in and out through your nose now. So each inhalation traveling all the way down to the base of the spine. Feel the lower belly rise. And each exhalation softening and deepening. Take one more deep breath in. Clearing breath out. Gently draw your knees towards the clothes. And if you do have any props supporting you, you can just pop up on the elbows. Gently remove it over to one side. And then just for a moment, coming back down to lie down on the back. But this time, draw the knees in to touch. Feet will come nice and wide. And ground down through the tailbone here. So offering a bit of a counter to such a deep and expansive opening from our previous shape. Noticing what it now feels like to have your spine firmly grounded into the earth. Let's take one more deep breath in together. And a deep clearing breath out. Start to windscreen the legs from left to right as we start to mobilize the hips. Knee to knee from side to side. And let's take 2 more to either side. And once you've completed your 2, gently rolling over to one side and pressing your way up to a comfortable seated position. So cross-legged if that feels available for your body. Then from here we're just going to take a few twists to release the upper part of the body. So if you're like most people at the moment, kind of typing away or doing a lot of sitting down, this is a beautiful release just to help us create a little more space through the upper body. So on your inhale breath, let's reach the fingertips up towards the sky and look towards your thumbs. Then on your exhale, we'll take the right palm to the left knee, then the left palm just behind the sacrum. So use your breath in to lift and lengthen tall through the spine. Exhale to twist a little deeper. Just one more on this side. Inhale, tall through the spine. Exhale to twist. Gently release. Inhale, come back through center. Reach the fingertips to the sky. Exhale, left palm to the right knee this time. And your right palm just pressing into the earth behind you. So really rinsing out through the upper body. Inhale to lift and lengthen. Exhale to deepen. One more on this side. And then gently releasing. Inhale, let's lift it back up towards the sky. Then exhale, left palm down towards the ground. Just reach, lift and lengthen that right arm. Open the heart, the chest towards the sky. Ground down through the opposite hip. One more breath. Well done, everybody. Inhale to release, come back up through center. And then your exhale, right palm towards the ground and left arm reaches and extends over towards the right. Opening the heart space towards the sky. One more breath here. And then slowly inhale, come back through center. Exhale, very gentle, passive forward fold here. You're just allowing the head and neck to soften, to be heavy. Final breath in. Final breath out. Inhale, start to peel the spine all the way back to upright. And then from here, we'll come to a tabletop position, setting up for some cat-cow. So super simple, palms underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. And the focus here is just to connect the breath with the movement. So finding your neutral spine, then on your inhale, begin to tuck the tailbone up, lower the belly, open through the chest. Exhale, tailbone tucks in and under, rounding through the spine as you press the ground away. Inhale to come back through your cow, opening through the chest. Exhale to round, spreading the shoulder blades apart. We'll take 2 more. Inhale to your back bend. And exhale to round. Final one. Inhale, make it your deepest opening yet. Exhale, coming back to your cat. Gently returning through to neutral. And let's walk your right palm just into the middle. Try to keep your hips as stable as you can. And then on your inhale, we'll reach the left fingertips up towards the sky for a twist. Exhale to thread the needle, so left shoulder towards the earth. Inhale to come back up, twisting through the upper body. Exhale to lower. Last one. Inhale, twist, make it your deepest opening yet. And then exhale, melting all the way down. This time we'll stay. So left shoulder towards the earth and reaching your right arm up and over. You might like to take a little bind here if that feels available for your body. Ensuring your head and neck is relaxed. One more breath in. One more breath out. And gently releasing the bind if you have it. Take your right palm, press it back into the ground. Inhale, final little reach of the left fingertips to the sky. Exhale, coming back through center. And then same on the other side. So this time the left palm will move into the middle of the mat. Again, trying to keep your hips as stable as possible. And your inhale, we'll see the right fingertips reaching up towards the sky. Exhale to thread the needle, shoulder to the earth. Inhale to lift, lengthen and reach. Exhale to melt. Final one. Inhale to make it your deepest opening yet. And then your exhale, slowly melting the right shoulder all the way down. Forehead is rested onto the earth. You might like to reach the left arm up and overhead. Or you can take that same bind on the opposite side. Just spending the next couple of breaths Really relaxing into the pose. One more deep inhalation. Deep exhalation. And gently release the bind if you had it. The left palm will press back into the ground. Inhale one final time to reach and twist. Exhale, coming back through center. So realigning from your tabletop. Then from here, very simple, just start to walk the palms a little further out. Press the ground away. Elbow creases wrap forward. And then tuck your toes. Send the hips up towards the sky for your downward facing dog. So first one, as always, feel free to pedal out the legs here. Really feel into the shape. And if you do have tighter hamstrings, throughout today's practice, take a soft bend in the knees. So just let this hour to yourself be really nourishing for your body and for what you need in yourself today. Let's take 3 more breaths. In and out through the nose. Lifting your hips a little higher if you can. Final breath in. Final breath out. Inhale, start to tiptoe the feet all the way up to the top of the mat, taking your time to arrive. Then let's walk the feet out nice and wide here. So generous bend in the knees and just allow the upper body to be really heavy. It's almost like a ragdoll shape. You might like to take a hold of opposite elbows. You can let the arms just kind of hang. And tuning into your body. So is it stillness? Or is it a little movement? Perhaps a gentle rock or sway from side to side. Perhaps shaking the head no, nodding yes. This is always a great way just to gauge if we're holding or if we're gripping. And if we are, to just let it go. Take one more breath in your ragdoll pose. Final breath out. Inhale, we root to rise. Slow motion, like you're peeling or moving through honey. Start to roll the spine up, vertebra by vertebra. Head and neck will be last to rise. And then once you arrive, just starting to circle through the shoulders. And this should feel quite nice. If you'd like to add on, you might like to take an interlace and squeeze the shoulder blades together, open through the chest. And then slowly coming back through center. On your inhale breath, let's reach the arms back up towards the sky. And then your left fingertips will wrap around the right wrist and then lean over towards the left. So finding a little bit of a side body opening here. Keep twisting and opening the heart towards the sky. Inhale to come back up through center. Then exhale, right fingertips wrap around the left wrist. Then opening for that same side body bend to the right. One more breath. And inhale, coming back up through center. Exhale, release the arms and just take a bit of a twist through the upper body. Let the arms be really loose and limber. Maybe getting the hips involved. We'll take 2 more to either side. Just releasing and letting go here. And then eventually coming to stand tall at the top of your mat. So feet can just be hips width apart, arms out towards your side with the palms facing forward, chin lifting up, and shoulders drawing down and away from the ears for your Tadasana, mountain pose. So spreading through your toes, ground down through all four corners of the feet. And feel with each inhalation that you're lifting and lengthening tall through the crown. And each exhalation, grounding down through the feet and feeling the connection between body and earth. Let's take one deep breath in together. And a deep, clearing breath out. Inhale to reach the arms up to the sky. Take a little look up to your thumbs. And exhale, start to hinge from the hips. Lower all the way down for a forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift. So straighten and lengthen through the spine. Exhale to forward fold, and let's do 2 more like that. Inhale to lift and lengthen, feel the release through your hamstrings. Exhale to fold. Last one. Inhale to your halfway lift. Exhale to forward fold. And now this time we'll press the palms down. Step your left foot and then the right foot back to a high plank-like position. And for today, lowering the knees towards the ground. And then like you're bending the elbows, hug them into the ribs and lower all the way down to the belly. Start to untuck the toes. And on your inhale, coming through to your baby Cobra pose. So elbows hug into the ribs. Lifting up through the chest. Exhale to lower. We'll do 2 more like that. Inhale to lift up through to your Cobra pose. Tops of the feet press down. Exhale to melt. Final one. Inhale. Back to your Cobra pose. Shoulders away from the ears. Exhale to lower all the way down to the ground. Well done. And start to press your palms into the earth. And let's take a brief child's pose here. So big toes to touch. Knees out nice and wide. And just allowing the body to be really passive here. Forehead towards the earth. Let's take one more deep breath in. And a deep clearing breath out. Inhale to lift back up through the upper body. We'll tuck the toes, send the hips back towards the sky to your downward facing dog. So 3 breaths here. Pressing your palms into the ground, sending your heels towards the earth, and lifting your hips as high up as you can towards the sky. Relaxing the head, the neck. One more breath in. One more breath out. Inhale, take your right leg up towards the sky for a 3-legged dog. And then exhale, tiger curl, knee to nose, and step your right foot between the hands to find a runner's lunge. Now once you're grounded and stable through the feet, Inhale to lift the arms up, coming to a high crescent lunge. So the inhale, lifting, reaching up towards the sky. Exhale to sink a little lower. One more breath, inhale, reaching and lifting. Exhale to sink into your lunge. And now ground your back foot to 90 degrees and opening out to your warrior two. So shoulders are stacked over the hips, reaching the arms out by your sides, taking your gaze over the right middle fingertip. Take one more deep breath in here. Exhale to sink a little lower. Start to flip your front palm, reverse your warrior. So left fingertips trickle down the left leg, reaching the right arm up towards the sky. And then your upper body will stay the same. Start to straighten into that right leg for reverse triangle pose. We have just one final breath. In and out through the nose. And then slowly legs will stay the same. Arms back to that warrior two-like position. And your inhale, reaching the right fingertips as far forward as they'll go. Exhale to find your triangle pose. So right arm, wherever is comfortable for your body. And then your left fingertips will reach up towards the sky. So opening your heart, your chest, towards the sky. One more breath in. One more breath out. Inhale to slowly lift on up. Let's sink back into that warrior-like pose. Then you'll cartwheel. Press the palms into the earth. Step back to that high plank shape. We lower the knees. And then slowly melt all the way back down to the earth. Just like before. Inhale through to your Cobra pose. Open the chest. Exhale to melt. You'll press the palms into the ground. Tuck the toes. Send the hips high. Downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. Inhale for 1. Exhale for 1. Inhale for 2. Exhale for 2. Inhale for 3. Exhale for 3. Inhale, this time the left leg up towards the sky. 3-legged dog. Exhale, we tiger curl, left knee towards the nose. And gently step it between the hands. Finding that runner's lunge-like shape first. And once you're grounded, stable through the feet. Inhale to lift the arms up. Reach them towards the sky for your high crescent lunge. So same as before, the inhale, we lift and lengthen. Exhale to sink a little lower. One more inhale to reach up high. Exhale to lower. And start to ground your back foot to 90 and opening out to your warrior two. So feel free to adjust the feet here if you need, but try to have your shoulders over the hips, gazing over your left middle fingertip and pouring weight into the outer edge of your right foot. One more breath in. Exhale, sink a little lower. Start to flip your front palm. Reverse your warrior. So right fingertips trickle down the right leg. Left arm reaches up and over. And then your upper body will stay the same, but start to straighten into the left leg. Reverse Trikonasana or reverse triangle pose. So stay strong through your legs. Just one more breath. And slowly start to bring your arms back to that warrior two-like stance. Legs are straight. Inhale, reach the left fingertips as far forward as they'll go. And exhale, opening out to your Trikonasana, triangle pose. So opening the chest, the heart towards the sky, staying connected to your breath. Just one more here. One more out. Inhale to slowly lift the torso back up. Rebend into that warrior two-like stance just for a moment. And then we'll cartwheel the arms down to the ground. Step your left foot back to meet the right. Lower the knees to the ground. And then slowly melt all the way down to the belly. Inhale, we'll come back to our Cobra pose. Opening up through the chest. Exhale to melt. Press your palms into the ground. Let's come back to our child's pose. So this one I would suggest palms wrapped towards the heels to give the upper body a little bit of release. 3 breaths here, just to notice, to feel, and to breathe. Take your final deep breath in. And a clearing deep breath out. Inhale to gently lift up through the torso. Now very easy from here, we're going to slither all the way onto the belly. And come to our next pose, Sphinx Pose. So elbows are underneath the shoulders, palms are nice and relaxed, and try your best to keep open through the chest here. So one little tip that I love is as if you're tucking your elbows back towards the hips, and that just helps us to open a little more through the collarbones, and feeling a deep release. And stretch for the hip flexors. Now option to stay here for the next 3 breaths. Or if you'd like something a little deeper, you can start to press your palms into the earth and straighten the arms. And coming into what's called seal pose. So really switch the glutes on here to protect the lower back. Shoulders relaxed away from the ears. Taking one more deep breath in. And exhale, we slow motion start to peel it all the way back down. Take your palm stacked on top of palm. This is what we call crocodile pose. So just resting your forehead on the little nest of the hands. Taking a moment to come back to your breath. One more breath in. One more deep breath out. And slowly start to take the palms underneath the shoulders once again. And let's press, roll back to that brief child's pose. And this time we tuck the toes, send the hips back to the sky for downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. You can pedal out the legs. Anything that feels good for your body. Melting your chest towards the thighs. And just breathing. Take your final deep breath in. Declaring deep breath out. Inhale, let's send the right leg high once again, 3-legged dog. Exhale, tiger curl, knee to nose, right foot steps between the hands, back to runner's lunge. Now a little different this time, you'll lower the left knee to the ground, untuck the toes, and your inhale, let's reach the arms back up to the sky. So this one is our low crescent lunge, Anjaneyasana. Lifting and lengthening and sinking deep into your hips here. One more breath in. Then your exhale, start to cactus the arms out just like we did at the beginning. So squeezing the shoulder blades together, open through the chest. Final breath here. And gently release, come back through neutral. Coming into a half split. So straighten into your right leg. Then if you have blocks and would like to use them, now would be a great time. But if not, come with me, we're on our fingertips. So right toe tips point towards the face. Inhale like a halfway lift, and you can stay here. Otherwise, exhale, let's pulsate, forward fold along the right leg. Inhale to lift and lengthen. Exhale to melt. Inhale to lift on up, final one. Exhale, this time we stay. So belly and chest towards the right thigh. One more deep breath in. And slowly starting to lift back up through the torso. Let's rebend into that right knee. Right foot, 1 foot over to the right. And then both hands on the inside of your right leg. Now option to stay in your low lizard lunge. Otherwise, tuck the back toes, extend the left leg. And whether you're high or whether you're low, we're just rocking the weight back and forth here. So getting nice and deep into the hips. One more breath in your lizard lunge. And then you'll keep your left palm pressed in towards the earth. Reach the right fingertips up towards the sky. So a revolved crescent lunge here. See if you can twist your heart, your chest a little more open to the sky. So well done. And then you'll take your right palm back towards the ground. Step your right leg back to your plank pose. Then lower the knees. Gently lower the belly all the way down to the earth. Inhale to lift and lengthen through to your Cobra pose. Exhale to lower. Press your palms into the ground. Send your hips back towards the heels. Brief child's pose. Allow the spine a chance to neutralize. And then when you feel ready, start to send the hips back up towards the sky. Downward facing dog. Let's take one deep collective breath in together. And a clearing deep breath out. Letting it all go. Now same on the other side. Inhale back through three-legged dog. Left leg extends. Exhale, tiger curl. Left foot steps between the hands. Finding runner's lunge first. Now lower your right knee. Untuck the toes. Inhale back to your low crescent lunge. Anjaneyasana. So pinky tips spinning in towards one another. Inhale to lift and lengthen. Exhale, sink into the lunge. One more breath in. And exhale, we cactus the arms. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Open through the chest. And breathe. One more breath in. And then your exhale, gently release. Start to straighten into the left leg once again for our half split pose. So blocks or no blocks. You can always use your fingertips. Option one, let's stay up high in the halfway lift position. Otherwise, exhale, start to forward fold over the left leg. Inhale to lift and lengthen. Exhale to fold. Inhale, last one, deepest opening yet. And then your exhale, this time we stay. So softening and deepening into the fold. Relaxing the head, the neck. One more breath in. One more breath out. So well done, everybody. Inhale, start to lift on up. Rebend, into your left knee. Left foot steps one foot over to the left. Both palms press on the inside. And you can stay low lizard lunge. Otherwise, you can tuck the back toes, extend the right leg, high lizard. So again, whether it's low, whether it's high, it doesn't really matter. But just meandering the weight back and forth as we get deep into the hips. And again, if you've done a lot of sitting lately, like I have, this is a great way to release. Let's take one more deep breath in together. Deep breath out. And now same. This time the right palm will press into the ground. Left fingertips reach up towards the sky. Finding that same beautiful twist and release through the upper body. One more deep breath in. And exhale, left palm back down to the ground. Step your left leg to meet the right for your high plank. And then lower the knees back down to the ground. Gently melt the whole body down to the earth. Untuck the toes. Inhale through to your Cobra pose. Lift and lengthen, heart pulls forward. Exhale to lower. Let's press your palms into the ground. Bring the knees out nice and wide. And coming back to a very well-deserved child's pose. So So forehead melts towards the earth, sending your hips towards the heels. And just focusing on the quality of your breath here. 3 more breaths in your child's pose. Notice where you can soften and what you can let go of. Take your final deep breath in, declaring deep breath out. Inhale, start to peel the spine back up. And then from here, we'll swivel around to our sit bones. And just like where we started, coming back to that butterfly pose, but this time a forward fold variation. So soles of the feet together, knees out nice and wide, just like a diamond shape. And then as with any forward fold in yoga, we want to enter with a straight spine. So your inhale will sweep the arms up towards the sky. Exhale to hinge from the hips, lead with the chest, and then melt into any amount of forward fold that feels good for your body. You might like to take the outside edges of the feet with the palms and gently encouraging your head towards them. Three more breaths. Wherever you've gone to. Final breath in. Final breath out. Inhale, slow motion, start to peel the spine back up. Vertebra by vertebra. Head and neck will be last to rise. And once you arrive, let's take the palms out behind us. Squeeze the shoulder blades together as you open through the chest. An option for your chin to tuck in and under. Or if it feels okay, you can allow the head to go all the way back. So providing your throat and neck with a little bit of a stretch here too. Slowly coming back through neutral. And this time we'll extend the legs nice and long. So releasing through the hamstrings, which we've worked very hard today. So toe tips reach up towards the face. Again, entering with a nice tall straight spine. In your inhale, we lift and lengthen, reach the arms up towards the sky. Exhale to hinge from the hips, lead with the chest, and any amount of forward fold that feels good for you. So it can be palms on calves, ankles, or maybe just passive and by your sides. Checking in with the quality of your breath here. Softening and deepening a little further into the pose. One more breath in. One more breath out. Inhale, slow motion like you're moving through honey once again. Start to peel the spine back up. Vertebra by vertebra. Head and neck will be last to rise. And then same as before, just like you're hanging out at the beach. Take the palms behind you, squeeze the shoulder blades together. You might like to take a bend in the knees and a little bit of a windscreen wipe from left to right. 2 more breaths, just to center and to neutralize. And then slowly coming back through center, scooching your hips up so you've got enough room to lie down behind you. And then slowly lower all the way down to lie down. We're almost there. Final couple of releases. So let's take our knees pointing up towards the sky. And then on your inhale, like you're making a little footprint on the sky with the left foot, start to cross your left ankle over the right thigh. And just gently pressing your left palm into the left thigh to open it. You can stay here, or if you'd like to take an interlace and maybe straighten through the right leg, feel free to add that on. But really grounding down through the shoulders, trying to keep them relaxed, as well as the head and the neck. One more deep breath in. A deep, clearing breath out. Gently releasing, right foot down to the ground. Then you'll uncross the legs. Same on the opposite side. Inhale, making a footprint on the sky with the right foot. Bending at the knee, press the right ankle over the left thigh. And pressing that right palm into the thigh to open the hip. Or maybe again, taking that same interlace to further release the hamstring on the left. Grounding the shoulders. And softness through the jaw. Letting any remaining tension within your body just dissolve. One more breath in. And exhale, gently release. Well done, everybody. The end is near. Let's take our knees in towards the chest, just for one little hug and squeeze. You might like to take it through a happy baby pose if that feels good. And this is a great one if you've got anything going on with your lower back, just to release. And then within your next couple of breaths, there's no rush. And starting to gently make your way into our final pose. We made it. Shavasana. So if you know where you're going, feel free. If you are a little newer to yoga, super simple. We just extend the legs, arms out beside you with the palms facing up. And just check in with your shoulders here. So if you need to take them down and away from the ears, you can slide them down the spine to create a little more space. Maybe rolling the head and neck from side to side. And gently closing down your eyes. Start to feel with each inhalation that you're sending your breath and your awareness through to the base of the spine. Feel the lower belly rise. And each exhalation, just softening, deepening into the pose, and giving yourself full permission to relax here. Shavasana. And without moving your body, start to deepen your breath. Breathing in and breathing out. And as you become aware of the breath, inviting some gentle awareness, movement back into the body, the fingertips, toes, head and neck from side to side. And if it feels good for you, on your inhale, reach the arms up and overhead. Point through the toes for a full body stretch like you've just woken up. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Sigh it out. Let it all go. And draw your knees in towards the chest for one final little hug and squeeze. And gently rolling over to one side. Coming into a fetal-like position just for a couple of moments, returning to your body's natural rhythm of breath as you transition into the rest of your day. And gently press your way back up to a comfortable seated position, whatever that looks like for you today. Let's take our palms facing up, shoulders drawing down and away from the ears. Feel with each breath in as you lift and lengthen tall through the spine. Each breath out, softening and deepening into your meditation seat, heavy through the sit bones, supported by the earth. Take a deep breath in and a deep clearing breath out. Keep your eyes closed down and gently draw the hands back through heart center. And taking a moment to express gratitude to yourselves, to each other, to this beautiful Ku-ring-gai community, for allowing yourselves this time to create new space, not only within the body, but also within the mind. And to that we bow. Namaste. Thank you, yogis. Thank you, everybody, so much for tuning in. Hope to see you around next week. Lap up this gorgeous view while you can and maybe come out for a bushwalk. Thanks so much, guys. My name is Georgia and I hope to see you all soon. Thanks, guys.